Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols, reaming my body.
There's 68 preview. I want to talk about some of the things that I think should probably happen in the next chapter, and some things that I think is probably actually going to happen in the next chapter. Now, the first thing that I definitely did want to talk about has to be the next 5 Kage summon. Honestly, like, it's like every single month they're doing like a 5 Kage summon, an actual Boruto time, but I'm not gonna lie, this 5 Kage summon right here might be the most important 5 Kage summon, because over the past couple of chapters a lot of things did actually transpire. First things first is going to have to be the conversation about Boruto. If you guys don't necessarily understand, the last 5 Kage summon essentially left off with Gaara asking Naruto would he be willing to take action against Boruto to prevent Momoshiki's actual revival, but in the past couple of chapters we just found out that Momoshiki is no longer able to actually revive into Boruto's body, so that right there is going to be definitely a very good thing. Now, another thing that they probably are going to talk about has to be Kawaki, because I think that Shikamaru is still a little bit shaken up by Kawaki's actions. Kawaki essentially tried to kill Boruto. That right there in itself isn't necessarily the problem. The problem lies into the fact that Kawaki was so nonchalant about trying to kill Boruto. Shikamaru essentially says that he's worried about Kawaki essentially doing anything that he wants to, or anything within his power to actually get what he wants done. And if that's the case, I mean, this right here could actually be the first signs of Kawaki potentially turning evil and turning on the Hidden Leaf Village. But nevertheless, they definitely do have to talk about that situation in the actual 5 Kage summon, but also give updates about the Kata organization, talk about how they beat Code like he stole something, talk about how he has some other teammates as well, because specifically we did actually get to see Damon be pulled from a different dimension by Code, and now Kawaki and everybody else knows that Code is actually working with other people. So this right here is all going to be very important information. Now, another thing that has to happen in the next chapter, they have to pull up on Amato. One of the things that was a very big surprise in the last couple of chapters was the fact that Kawaki himself has a Karma Seal. Now, the Karma Seal in itself was very helpful, don't get me wrong, but it's still a very big surprise that he has the Karma Seal in itself. This right here might be the first time that Naruto and Shikamaru, probably not Shikamaru, but this right here honestly might be the first reason why Naruto starts to kind of not necessarily trust Amato as much as he did a little bit before, because Amato told him absolutely nothing about Kawaki potentially unlocking the Karma Seal again, and of course had no information about Ishiki Otsutsuki's involvement with this current Karma Seal. So Naruto right now, I'm pretty sure he's absolutely panicking. Now, not only that, we have to get some updates about Sasuke. I think this right here is essentially like a very big storyline for a lot of the Sasuke fans out there, even people that are not necessarily Sasuke fans. People just want to know exactly where Sasuke is coming to an arc like this. We kind of thought that we kind of see Naruto and Sasuke fight a little bit, actually get to see where their strengths are and where their weaknesses are, and exactly how much power did they actually lose. But it didn't necessarily happen. We see Naruto in the arc, but Sasuke took a completely different other turn. He wasn't even in the arc, so of course we gotta find out where he was. Was he in the village? Was he still out looking for Code? That right there wouldn't necessarily make the most sense, because he has sensory abilities. Just a bunch of things that we do have to find out specifically about Sasuke. The other big thing that they have to talk about has to be Damon and Ida. I talked about the fact that, hey, they actually did see Code pull Damon from another dimension and actually reflect an attack from Kawaki. Now, up until this point in the Hidden Leaf Village, they thought that their sole enemy was going to be Code. That turns out that it's not actually going to be the situation. We already know it. And this right here is going to be even more significant, mainly because they have the ability to go back to Amato and basically tell them like, yo, this guy Damon is still alive. And one of the biggest mysteries that we do have up until right now is, of course, the weaknesses of a character like Damon, because it seems like his abilities are absolutely broken. So if there's anybody that knows any sort of weaknesses from Damon, it has to be Amato, the person who did actually create Damon. And also, upon the knowledge that Damon is actually alive, he might actually think to himself that Ida may actually also be alive, and possibly divulge some of the weaknesses of Ida as well. This right here would be absolutely immense knowledge that we possibly get from Amato. Amato could possibly even, I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say clear his name, but he'd be forgiven if he does get very accurate intel on Damon and Eden, specifically how to beat them and how to get around their abilities. This right here could definitely be a game changer, and to be honest, it could be even more of a game changer, because up until now, Ida was essentially able to see every single thing that the Hidden Leaf Village was doing, and all the other Kages as well. She literally even tuned into their past 5 Kage summon, and now if Amato has this information, he could possibly put 2 and 2 together that, hey, Ida may be alive. He can maybe try to get some privacy away from Ida's abilities, so that she won't actually be spying on Naruto and of course all the other Kage's strategic moves and plans that they do have against Code and the rest of the Kata organization. The last thing I'm definitely looking forward to has to be Boruto and Kawaki's Karma Seal. skills. I really wish, I think it's going to be a very low possibility, but I really want to see Boruto and Kawaki activate the karmas in the next chapter, just to see if Boruto and Kawaki can both do it on command. Can Boruto activate his karma, the second stage of the karma cell, where he has the Byakugan activate, and same thing with Kawaki as well, where he gets the horn, and also Ishikyo's Dojutsu. And if they can, I definitely do want to see them train with Naruto and Sasuke. If we can get a training scene with Naruto, Sasuke, Boruto, and Kawaki in the next chapter, and it's just that, I'm not gonna lie, you won't hear any complaining from me, man, because we just want to see exactly how strong not only Boruto and Kawaki are, but also Naruto and Sasuke, because it's been a very long time since we actually did get to see them in battle. The next chapter is honestly going to be very interesting to see exactly how Kishimoto, the writer of the whole entire series, kind of plays this, mainly because we did kind of see some times where Kishimoto did take time off in between major arcs, and of course had some, you know, building, character development, introducing new characters like Damon and Ida before that. But now it's possible that he just goes right back into the next arc. We understand that Code did actually leave a claw mark on Shikamaru's clothing. It's definitely possible that Code actually invades the Hidden Leaf Village in the next chapter. So if that is the case, I mean, all the things that I was pretty much talking about essentially goes out the window. We probably won't necessarily get to hear anybody, you know, basically confront Amato. We might not even get any intel on Sasuke. Literally, Sasuke still might be completely outside of the Hidden Leaf Village if Code actually does decide to attack the Hidden Leaf Village. If that's the case, I'd be really mad, but hey, we're most likely gonna have to live with something like that. But let me know what you guys think about this next chapter in the comment section below, and give me some of the things that you guys are gonna be looking forward to in the next chapter of the series. I think one of my favorite things has to be just a Boruto and Kawaki training session with them actually activating the karma seal and giving us brand new updates about their new forms and things such as that. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just see the future in Boruto and Kawaki, and I just want to know more about it. But it's me, your boy Baara B, and we out.
It's a knife.